How's it hanging? Hope you're all having a wonderful day. And we're back with some Outworld 2. And we're going to help the Order, I think they were called.
Betray her fellow agents like that. The rhetorical question. I already know. Just making conversation.
We have to also make sure we increase some of those other stats that we didn't increase so we can get another that mission done in the other place. Oh yeah, I forgot. I love Duff standing up here. Okie dokie.
Welcome. Have you come to bask in the Order's knowledge?
Might be where I have to go.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another
We're
colony?
not going anywhere. Not on the basis of...
Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged
Well,
you as some sort of prosperous
yet.
scrapper by the rough.
I'm not trying to
alphabet
eat
about
you yet.
You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay. I give up. Tell me. May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing. Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the Order call me, leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as a petulant slight. On account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. Those of us ended up here have very little except needs. I turn those into demands for reasons of clarity and import.
Help a troublemaker is a noble calling. Where do all the people come
Some
from?
were former Auntie's Choice like me. Some were abandoned by the Protectorate. All of us have been displaced by conflict somehow, directly or otherwise. Happy as I am to make your acquaintance, I'm busy staking our claim over the exclusion zone, so if you'll excuse me.
What was that you mentioned about that?
The exclusion zone. The Order has decided to keep us out thanks to some nebulous prediction of disaster. Screw their predictions. We have people displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them.
Must be something especially for Bowden.
Chance of life-threatening peril from a yet-to-be-determined catastrophe were the administrant's words. Not what I would call specific. I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever calculation tells them that a catastrophe may or may not occur. I couldn't get anywhere with Administrant Agarwal, but you, maybe you'll have better luck.
Mayhap. What made you think they'll listen to me?
Even the Order, for all of their logical ways, value an outside perspective. And because I've run out of options. Thanks, stranger. Maybe fate's on our side for a change. You can find Agarwal in the lift building, probably formulating another equation to get on my nerves.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a
No, two people
stay
told me
off
to come
my
down and see
palate,
her.
or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Hmm? Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention.
Mapotha and Mudge sent me.
Oh, really? Like they strung a few words together in a row and it all made sense? That's a marked improvement on earlier. Guessing they left out a bunch, though. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy.
So they fight using stand-ins. What does that solve?
Half the time, people shy away at the first sight of blood. The other, that's what they're there for. We say whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah, this guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly? Ugh, a tourist.
Yep.
Clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers.
I'm
I
assuming
got
we're
a
going to get
bunch of
somebody and we
yeggs,
have to go
2
speak to her at some
pugilist
point.
pugilists, and a cicada to feed.
This location is inhabited with individuals classified as unscrupulous, maintain scrutiny over personal finances.
Shoot on sight. They lied.
Your nose was just a stand-in for Duarte.
Okie dokie.
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse, so choose your words with expediency. Oh, don't tell me. You're here on behalf of the voice of the displaced, aren't you?
May Huff said I should speak with you.
Oh, May, is it? You're on a first-name basis already? This is about the exclusion zone, correct?
Want to resettle her people.
Or that it only that simple, but she ignores essential variables of the equation. You see, the seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril.
How is it dangerous?
We don't know, and therein lies the frustration. The seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Yes, you heard me right. Death. Furthermore, and I quote, an outside mediator, having earned the confidence of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute. And now the voice has involved you. How auspicious. Perhaps you are the outside mediator who was foretold.
Where would I even
The
begin?
first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to the people of Matriarch's Mercy. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be right. With your seasoned perspective, perhaps the voice of the displaced will learn to listen. Any questions before you get started?
What can you tell me about the
I
voice?
can tell you she's a rabble-rouser of the highest order. Still, she cleaves to her principles. That's something. You can find her outside, among her people, stubbornly defying an order barricade. But you already knew that.
Earlier you said I was foretold.
Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to illuminate you on the Order's forecast modeling methods. He's just down the room from here.
So if I learn about everyone's concerns, I'll earn enough trust to resolve this dispute.
According to predictions, yes. Or at least, my interpretation of them. I am reasonably certain. More than usual, in fact. Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them. Form your own opinion. And when you are ready, we will decide the fate of the exclusion zone.
$1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the displaced.
The archivist said I should speak to you.
Well, if the archivist said so, I suppose I can factor out a moment. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine.
Sorry to say, but this place may not have noticed either. I bet you're more stressed than you let on. But you seem happy. Go for that one.
If it was a duly appointed order official acting to assist me in distributing supplies to the displaced, yes. If that someone is you, no. With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one could hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me. The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime. If I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources. Appreciate you respecting my time. My time is yours. You may peruse to your heart's content, but do so speedily for my sake.
Okie dokie. That's the one that we need to see. We've got 2 more things we need to get for that. Actively engaged in providing food and medical supplies to displaced. Displaced appear to have hired enemy proxies to fight out frustration things. Members of displaced have become injured trying to improvise structural solutions. An order vicar appears actively engaged in educating. Okay.
By the law, it's you. Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help.
You want my help? You don't even know me.
True, but the Order's predictions know you better than you know yourself. Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the Seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers.
Well, I am dashing.
The prediction was a fluke, but here you are. A dashing outsider standing before me.
The Order devised an equation that calculates the unknowable. How is that possible?
Strictly speaking, it isn't. Not yet. But the math is very, very, very good at predicting what is probably most likely, extremely possible. In theory. Within a margin of error. Anyway, that is the Seer's business. My business is the health and welfare of this camp.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the Seer predicted an outsider would find them.
No, I'm not the specialist. I have a question first. What do you think of the conditions at the camp?
As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out. Since you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lamping.
Okay.
Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all. My thanks, stranger. Probability is on our side. The Seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks.
Okay, to that. I have another thing.
How can I be of service?
Okay, that's it. Taxidermist. Open the needle thread in the bounds of Mercy. The other one's in Garden Estate. A plumber, specialist in most depraved biological functions, is currently in combat. Okay. Auto dock. Nuts.
You're right. The universe... Ah! I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Currently, that is. Well, then. I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct?
How does the order predict the future?
We utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible, and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths.
Okay. So you tell everyone in the order what to do.
More what to watch out for. Advisement on adhering to the plan. Forecasts of probabilistic dangers. Elements of larger predictions made relevant to groups and individuals. The Department of Predictive Analysis
have they predicted this stuff because it's going to happen, or is it because of their predictions that those stuff do happen? You know?
After years of study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense.
Do unforeseen factors get in the way of your predictions?
Unforeseen factors, random elements, anomalous outliers, incalculable variables, all of them can undercut the accuracy of our predictions. But as we close in on solving the universal equation, unknown unknowns will become known unknowns. Then finally, known knowns. You follow?
Can you tell me anything about the situation in the settlement?
Matriarch's Mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why, I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area.
To enact a sustainable way to aid the refugees.
There's nothing more practical than improving lives now, is there? We've offered the displaced access to our weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions. Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly. One of our recent guests, Rollo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand.
Okay.
If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well.
Second more of a
My
death.
situation does lack a certain refinement. Regrettably, this is Matriarch's Mercy. We all must do the best we can with limited means. I foresee you have much to do. I won't keep you. Adieu.
I I need to get an access code to use the lift. Okie dokie. There's the thingy. I will speak to the CR, see what's up here though. Okie dokie.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Reach. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
Oh no, thank you. But I could possibly indulge when there's mischief afoot.
Sensible. Straight to business then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Reach? Victor?
Yep,
Yes,
need to speak to Victor.
Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Conspiring with a group of dangerous zealots with ties to the Order. Yeah.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse.
Friend of the traitor I'm after says she and Victor had secret contacts within the Order.
And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
What exactly is he working on?
What business is it of yours?
Let's not be unfriendly. The agent's only curious. Obviously, Victor's work has something to do with N-rays, but beyond that, I haven't a clue. More of that pesky compartmentalization, I'm afraid. Besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
Are they the same cultists that worship the rifts?
Indeed. They began showing up with their inane theories prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate. Always starts small, doesn't it? Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order. Whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base.
Yeah, we saw it.
Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action.
Okay.
I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
Current tensions, and here I thought we were getting along so well. Respectfully go void yourself.
Choosing levity at a moment like this is only further evidence of your lack of good judgment.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. it's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence, but if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
Doesn't it? Why am I doing it now? Thanks for the lead. Like, yeah, just
Most
make sure
assuredly
that he doesn't.
not. It would eliminate the entire point of the ceasefire. Please convey that fact to whomever you speak with.
Thanks for the lead. I'll look into all of this.
I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
I have a few more questions before I leave.
Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
Notice you refer to Wiley as seer. What is that?
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis. Yes.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine.
Not Sagey. I too value a good lackey. For your friends, colleagues, having someone who can predict the future certainly seems handy with a war one.
Oh, indeed. I needn't educate you on what you can see with your very eyes. There is a great deal of pressure on me to navigate what is a rather novel situation. Without Wiley, I dare say our predicament here would be even more precarious. Many lives depend on him, on us both. Why, Matriarch's Mercy would not be the refuge it is without his predictions shepherding its development.
What's the story of the giant statue?
That is a statue of the Matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Oh, wow, shortly.
Good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold.
Thanks for filling me in. I'll be on my way.
Please, not so close. I'm aggregating vital, time-sensitive data, and your perpetual motion is distracting.
Okie dokie. So what are we going to do first? I need to talk to Rollo Nast. That must be the only person I haven't spoke to. Ooh. Taxidermist is there. Okay.
You have an abundance of valid options for your next mission destination, Commander. N-Ray Range, Zuranium
Every
Manufactory,
scientist
or
yearns to
Outpost
visit the
Opportunity.
archive on Cloister. One day, it will process all of our patients.
There's it here.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of those drones from Auntie's Choice.
Easy, friend. Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and my guts are
I think there's a person I have to give stuff to.
I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance.
Good news. The doc brings you medicine.
Law, finally. Real relief for my fake symptoms.
What?
Let's see it then.
Here you go. At least you can pretend to feel better.
If it's all the same, I'll give it to someone in real need. I've got more practice ahead of me. Wouldn't want to spoil it by seeking treatment. You have my gratitude, stranger.
What do you make of the situation around camp?
I think it's downright awful what's happened to these fine folks. But me especially. Sickness, malnutrition, spontaneous genetic disorders, it never ends. You too. Trust me, you don't want to catch this. Neither do I, for that matter.
Gregory.
I miss my sprats. How do you do, stranger? Always nice to see a friendly face around Matriarch's mercy. Though it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our downtrodden collective. I'm just a humble taxidermist.
I'm seeking medical specialist to help Doc.
What? And you think that's me? Listen, friend, a little skill with needle and thread does not make me a qualified medical professional.
I haven't got medicine to say that. Surgery, taxidermy, same thing. You don't have the luxury of high standards.
Clearly you don't suffer from imposter syndrome. Have it your way then. I know when I'm being voluntold. But you better make it worth my while. Before
I like
I
that.
agree to
I'm going to use
anything,
that.
I need sprat corpses. Several. And no victims of violence, please. My art depends on the quality of the sleeve.
Stop calling them sleeves. And you got a deal.
The term is industry standard. And a taxidermist without standards is never a pretty sight. I used to source all of my sprats from a local trapper, Frankie Billings. No idea if she's still in business. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so watch yourself.
Come back once I got my hands on fresh vermin.
Fresh being the operative word. My thanks, stranger.
Only help we require some high quality sprat corpses. Okie dokie.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish.
Take the Abbott's message to Outpost opportunity.
Between the invaders and the order defecting.
Thus, if we compare the rate algorithmic dissonance, don't like the sound of it.
Law. I haven't seen this many folks crammed together since recalled libations night at the thruster.
Is a self-centered
Smelled about the same too.
on the gram. That's how little protection respects your intellect.
What is that? They focus too much on speech. So I need to get that up to at least 3. That up to 6. That up to 8.
Go on. You take care now. You hear?
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain all bodily functions, but it could use a little salt.
Look, I'm not with Auntie anymore. We all have reasons to live.
Really? What was yours?
Honestly, I don't think it matters anymore. All that matters is
My noggin sure is sore. Ow.
Don't make me call Mapother and Mudge over. They don't like no fighting for free.
My noggin sure is sore.
happened to this place? Law, what happened to this place? Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I predict with an 8.23 margin of error.
Are you going to be a problem?
I could use a break from fighting injustice.
How's things around camp?
Vexing. We're at the mercy of the Order, and the Order is at the mercy of their predictions. Not to insult our gracious hosts, but these people don't wipe themselves unless an equation tells them to.
I feel like we spoke to everyone in camp.
The meaning of life is numerical, and we are
Talk with Rolo Nest.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
There's no putting this sprat back into the can.
Ah, over there.
Oyster is looking pretty good right about now.
by calculating the position of every
Oh,
predict the future.
a visitor. Hello. You weren't mentioned in my latest personalized order projection. I mean, prediction. Granted, I mostly skim the parts what don't cover probabilistic dangers, so perhaps you were alluded to in some, roundabout fashion. Suppose that means you're not a threat. So that's good, right? Yeah, I reckon that's good.
Not a Sea of Figures mentioned you had a good experience with the Order.
I'll say, I try not to make any big plans until I consult my latest POP. First time I got a POP, it was on a lark. It said, Rolo Nast, our seer has predicted you must wear a helmet today. I borrowed one, as a laugh. Everybody ribbed me about it. Just after lunch, wind picked up on the cliff above and dropped a mock apple 152 meters straight down onto my head. Fortunately, I still had that brain case on.
Could be a coincidence, could it?
Sure, but I've had 9 POPs so far, and at least 3 times something similar happened. Avoided drowning in a culvert, sidestepped my mantisaur allergy. Forget the other. Things like that just illustrate the fragile nature of human existence, especially here in Golden Ridge. My co-occupant Ike had a POP done and told him avoid liquids for 48 hours. He ignored it. Later got drunk, passed out, drowned face first in a puddle of water.
They say the Order's predictions have helped you.
You did catch the part I said they'd save my life, right? I think alive is a notable improvement on dead. That's something you can take to the bank, Figuratively speaking. I don't know why the other displaced have been so slow to take to them. But I'm not complaining too loud. Waited for my latest POPs long enough already.
That's all that done. We can just resolve that. But we'll go out and see about doing some of the other bits. So that's the main quest. Don't want to do that one yet. Head for the plumber.
The Protectorate have only been told a watered-down revision of Order philosophy.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Ooh, a table. Ship. Who are these?
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Yeah, okay, I like Valerie because she heals us. Okie dokie. What are these? They're glowing. You always do that, guys. If you see something randomly glowing on the floor, just pick it up. Nothing bad will ever happen. My assumption is all these that we have to recruit will probably want us to do missions for them. Nice.
Hit the broadside of a freighter.
Keep on moving.
Freelancer, please report to your assigned area and do not interrupt current operations.
Move on, Freelancer. I've been tasked with only treating enlisted personnel. I've had a conversation with our assigned seer about your repeated injuries.
I do not believe I've
Suspect your
observed you
right
in these
arm
trenches
will be
before.
amputated in the coming
You
weeks.
are aware this is a war zone, correct?
Okay, we're looking for the guy. There's somewhere in these trenches.
This is the last bastion of control before No Man's Land. I am unsure of who assigned you permission to be at this locale.
Maybe in there.
Now that is what I call a stubborn clog in the old pipes.
Yes.
You're gonna have to hold it in, friend. privy's out of order.
I know.
Never fear. I'll get that clog moving soon enough. They don't call me the pipe doctor for nothing.
They need an extra medical help. A Major Mercy. Pipe doctor. It's probably close enough.
You mean you want the pipe doctor to practice real medicine? On real people? Why, this is the greatest day of my life.
Nice.
The human gut is the most compact and efficient sewer system ever. A plumber's dream. My dream. But don't get me wrong, it would be an honor. I'm just not sure that I'm ready for that kind of challenge.
I believe in you. The human body is the greatest toilet of all. And it needs a plumber.
You really think so? Very well. Sometimes it takes a plumber to do a doctor's job. If Matriarch's Mercy cries out in need, then the pipe doctor will answer. See you there, friend.
Nice. I mean, he didn't fix the toilet. He could have fixed that before he left.
I do not believe you have clearance to be here.
Ooh. Now that's just up there. Pop a cheeky little save. These are bosses. Take each of enemies noted by the health bar. Okay. Where? Ow. Dude, okay. Believe we saved it.
Who's unaware our situation has become dire enough to warrant the employment of mercenaries? This is mildly distressing.
Commencing combat-related activities.
Okay.
Emergency protocols ready.
Ah. I'm stuck on it. Help me, see ya. Fell a lethal death. I did not fall there. It hit me. It hit me. That was definitely not a full death, guys. Maybe we don't go to that bit yet. Okay, we'll be back in a sec. Okie dokie.
Friendly outbound, hold fire.
We head this way round this time.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies. Emergency protocol syringes powered.
Okie dokie. Hey, that one's squashed. Nice.
Just get the system.
Nice. I think the gun's gone up. Carry on. Oh, what's this? Okay, so that takes us... Oh, okay. Maybe he's bound that way. Otherwise, it's out past that, what do we call it? A harder creature. To be fair, we could pull that harder creature back to where the, ooh. Now this is pretty with all these rocks. Do like that. I just love pretty colours, you know. These explode, these ones. Like some of these ones. Okie dokie. Not getting up, so there has to be another enemy then.
Knew you had my back.
Engaging combat protocols.
Okie dokie.
Entering a confrontational state. Standing by with life support.
Well, we need to get lock picking up. We need to get a lot of different things up. Rather than just focusing on one. Because there's loads of things we can't do. And I head back. I think it's up there we have to go then. Like over and round then. Who are these?
Got a bad feel about this line, hon. Don't like being so exposed.
Hell of a thing coming all this way just to catch a bullet on the camp's doorstep.
You worry too much, my dear. Even the Protectorate isn't much in the business of murdering refugees, and there aren't many Protectorate nearby. I'm sure the Order will aid us.
Maybe. Even if that's all true, camp's still gonna need a place for us to go. Sorry. Got some kind of tickle in my chest.
Are you all right, Anatoly? You look a little pale. Wait right here and I'll find you an expectorant.
No. No. We lose our spot in line, we ain't gonna have anywhere to go. I ain't going back to corpse disposal. No. We have to stay here. I'll be fine. Got a bad feel about this line.
That's just repeating himself. Okay.
Don't like being so exposed. Hell of a thing coming
We need to get everyone for the medicine. It feels like we have to go over the trench bit. I'm hearing weird noises. So what we'll do is we'll try to pull that thing back, you know?
Sequencing attack strategies.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Ah.
Knew you had my back.
Where'd it go to?
Take the heat off you, Commander. Free hole in the head. Hey.
Okay, we took it out.
Distraction for you. Watch where you point that thing.
Nice. Okay. Need to get that up to at least 3. No, I'm gonna learn that. Okay. On Allison's party, containers have a small chance to contain large caches of scrap metal. Yeah. As you mag picks, a chance to be preserved on use, and you use them again. It's a mag pick. The pick locks. Oh, that might be good if we end up getting our hacking up a bit more. Because I'm not that happy the fact that you're distracted. Skills are erratic, to say the least. A jack of all trades is often times better than a master of one. You can raise more skills faster, though it'll be harder to ever maximize your particular one. When leveling, you can add skill points to the lowest non-zero skill or any skill you have. No points already. +1 skill per level. Does that mean we get an extra skill, or? I don't know. See, it doesn't seem to be worded good enough for me to figure out, because it's a flaw, you know? But that means we're only going to be getting 1 skill instead of 2. Or that means we're always getting 1 skill. You're going to pop a cheeky little save. Yeah, one thing I'm not liking in this one
Audio log of Chief Exploitation
is
Behavioralist DeWitt.
the fact that your armor, yeah, there's crit and that and stuff like that, but your armor in the first game gave you like character skills, so stuff like these. So you could increase like your charisma and stuff like that. You're talking and stuff like that. Like we had a top hat that increased our charisma stuff. But you don't have that in this game, in number 2. And I'm not actually a fan of that. Because there's a couple of stuff that we can't do unless we have certain skills. But we can't just pick and change the armor and hat to help us like we did in the first one. So I'm not a fan of that.
I said no, please. Please.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Well, you started shooting Niles. I was just having a peek over, you know. I'm out of ammo. This might have been a hard place to play coming in, especially when we have like no ammo.
Commander's command has reached an alarming low. Resuming hostilities. Standing by with life support.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna do this, but we're gonna try. Dude. That was hard. I think we could do it. I think it's about trying to sneak in and get towards them.
Audio log of Chief Exploitation Behavioralist DeWitt. This is entry number 8 of my scrapper preventative fieldwork. Unfortunately, it seems my heavy metal detritus drops mixed into the adrenotime cancels the intoxicating effects that the scrappers crave. Their leader was first to the drops-enhanced injections that I conspicuously left for them. And he ran through all 24 in barely a minute trying to cure the urge. He seized, turning steely gray, and then succumb to some sort of severe blood poisoning. Though I'm confident it's completely unrelated to my heavy metal detritus drops. Now the rest are in a frenzy hunting for... Why, hello. I didn't reckon you'd find me way up... Oh, no. No. I had nothing to do with... I said, no, please. Please. Ah!
Being this close to DeVries, feels like we're finally on track to set the universe aright. Anyway, need something, Commander? Oh yeah? What's needling you? No offense to Val, but it's real nice having someone watching my back who ain't in constant need of recalibration. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure, always happy to tool around for a bit.
Okay.
What did you have in mind?
Break down all junk.
Can't get that Annie's Choice jingle out of my head.
Didn't mean to speak to him again.
Hey, if I start humming it, you do what you gotta. Anyway, need something, Commander? Okay.
Time! Time! Time!
Enemy about. I'm locked and stuck.
Oh! Turn around, I went to the I went to this table. Who there?
Emergency protocol syringes primed. Dispensing life-saving
Yeah, I don't think we can do this place yet. But we tried, guys. I think with the level or the thingy.
What's that?
emergency ventilators ready.
What have we got? We've got 2 turrets down the bottom. A robot. Okay. I'm gonna assume this one's the one outside the camp. I'm assuming we have to investigate both of them. But you know what? I'm gonna head up that way and check that out. Okay, so that's not a jump off point. Stick to the road. Hi Alison, hope you're having a good day. As your first time at world, well, at the moment, it's okay. There's parts of it I don't like compared to the first one. So, in the first one, you can augment your skills with armors and stuff like that. In this one, you can't. You also can't, like, put equipment, like weapons and armor, onto your companions, which isn't that fun. But overall, I'm enjoying the aesthetic. I'm enjoying the story so far. So there's little pieces that I prefer in the first one to this one. So like we've got a mission on this different place that we couldn't progress any farther because we didn't have the right skills. So now we're having to put stuff in other skills because in the first game I would just change me armor, me helmet to up certain bits to get certain things done. In this one you can't, and there's no way to respec. But aesthetically, it looks good as well.
Hello? Someone there?
Now why is it always the first game's cool and the sequels aren't that good? Well, certain parts of this is good. Until I finish the game, I won't know my overall opinion of it. But when I played through the first one not long ago, my view's a bit skewed on it because we also played the DLCs and the DLCs were really good.
Wait, you have a writ from the abbot? We don't have any means of...
So my hope is the quests, the stories, the companions, their quests and all that carry me through.
Am I to understand you have orders from the abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Very well. Come inside and we'll see the sorting. Building on the left.
Okay.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below until you talk to me. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Interesting timing. May I see it then? The writ?
Let's see, we've got here you are, one writ, issued directly from the abbot. Seems like a waste of valuable time, but sure. I'm on the first name basis. The presiding bishop and abbot, remember that. I'm prepared to fight. And if necessary, die to uncover the truth. Yeah.
All right. I suppose we must solve each calculation with the numbers at our disposal. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away.
What in the void is going on here?
The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's choice. One of our transport pods filled with Zeranium was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location.
Banzo pod. That's a weird thing to call a missile.
Though functionally correct, I assure you. The transport pods are fired into space, where they are collected for redistribution. To date, no one has ever misused them for this purpose, despite the explosive nature of the material. Fortunately, we have potentially identified the culprit, and we have managed
excellent.
to corner
So
the
we could
apparent
probably find out
perpetrator down
who.
below, which would be a good thing if they had not.
I really think they have like
somehow
faction cultists
seized
in
control
them.
of the manufactory operations.
Sounds like the perpetrator, as you cornered, actually. This sort of thing happened all the time here?
This facility has been an archetypical example of constancy and regularity. Ergo, the last place anyone would predict anything unpredicted would occur. Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also
Here's the
barricaded
person
herself in the
at the
operations control room below.
at this factory.
A
They've
move
launched
not likely
missiles
to allay
to stop the
anyone's
ceasefire.
suspicions.
So we've gone here to investigate. So far, everything about this seems suspicious.
An understandable perspective. I fear I must concur. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
Okie dokie. It's a regular person. Can we steal from... Oh no, it's proper steal. Don't want to do that while they're looking. Automex.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders.
Wait, so has it been classified as an accident? Or an attack?
What I'd like to know is why our illustrious seer provided zero warning before.
Let's see what's down here. Nothing there. Because they are at war. They're currently in a ceasefire, and then missiles got launched from here.
Look at this mess. Explosion.
Well, running a manufactory must require extraordinary.
What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate?
Archbishop says to me, I have a writ. Investigating the inquiry.
Forgive me. All this business with the lockdown puts one on edge.
Is this where the cargo pod used to attack was launched?
Everything appeared routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The Zeranium we refine here is used for power. It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the
So
ordinary.
basically, I think
happened.
the
I ran a
pods
systems audit on the launch
redirected
sequence
and
afterwards.
acted like missiles
Just finished constructing a
because
report
of what was on
my
them.
findings, actually, if you'd like to hear it.
Like a complete report in excruciating detail. Go.
Anomalous event caused by unknown factors. Transport pod M7, containing a full hold of refined Zeranium, bound for orbital platform Z9, received a priority reroute command. Latitude and longitude coordinates corresponded to the Anti's Choice facility known as Outpost Opportunity. Altitude, however, matched 1,000 meters below sea level.
Who launched it?
A low-ranking scientician. Been here for years. Presumably, she's below in operations. Regrettably, that is all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Okie dokie. Looks like we have to go down the lift.
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately. Oh, my dear.
So the person's still got control of it.
Drudge like me is responsible for any of this. You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast? I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Dr. Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something? I demand your unconditional surrender at... Hello, Proctor? pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Emergency detoxification initiated. What's her name took over? Things have been a mite haywire.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party.
Initiate Ava.
Low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A
She's
sleeper
pretty,
agent
yeah.
from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about.
It's a computer-generated character. Ah, I wonder if they call them secrets anymore. What's this? Overt, covert. Operative 2.
Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alpha seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the
Jacobs.
Abattoirs. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse.
We need to investigate a bit more before murdering anyone.
Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Okie dokie. With that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is where our stream shall end today. We will be back tomorrow after our Final Fantasy 13 Light and Return stream with some more Outer Worlds 2. I say thanks everyone who came along and kept me company over there on YouTube, as well as some new people over there on Twitch, as well as anyone that hasn't participated in any of the chats, just came to vibe out. Thank you as well, because the content we create on this channel is only made possible thanks to you watching along at home, so very much appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Well, hope you all enjoy the rest of your day,